Blessed child of mine, blessed child of mine, your soft skin, it does shine with a light so rare in this vast world we share. Blessed child of mine, blessed child of mine, your bright eyes, they do shine with a light so rare in this vast world we share.
When I got pregnant, I had a lot of things in my mind and I wasn't sure whether or not I wanted to continue. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And it just happens to be that Pregnancy Assistance Center was really close to where I live. So one day I went for a walk and saw that there was a sign of Pregnancy Assistance Center there, so I just went in.
I found pregnancy assistance through my caseworker from the Australian Red Cross.
I actually found out about pregnancy assistance 2 times. The first time I was pregnant with my first son, somebody recommended pregnancy assistance, and they helped me with all furniture, counseling and all. And 4 years later I found out I was pregnant again. I was not planning to come there or anything like that. I actually met Helen at an abortion clinic. At the time I was really at the dark place. I was about to do something I think I would regret for the rest of my life.
I was living in a women's domestic violence refuge, and they put me in touch with the service and they brought me here.
And I knew Pregnancy Assist was operating in the community through my church community, and it was really easy actually to get in touch. I literally just picked up the phone and I was here, like in this house within the next day, I think. So yeah, it was really easy.
Yeah, I was confused, like I didn't know what to do. I was anxious, I was worried, I was stressed, I was so depressed.
I didn't have much support. I was at a really, really dark place at the time. I was lost. It felt like, just being in the middle of the woods, dark at night, on your own. You're scared, you don't know which way to go, but you're hoping that somebody will rescue you. That's it, and that's where Helen came, and she just took me out of that place. At that time, my biggest fears was I didn't have a job, I was studying, I couldn't finish my studies. So also I was worried about my family. I was worried that they wouldn't be happy, they would never, just come to terms with it and accept it. So I was worried I'd lose my family, I would be out in the streets without a job, or nowhere to go, and also had a 2-year-old at the time. So what was I to do?
At the start of my pregnancy, there were so many questions that was on my mind, and I was very confused. I was in a very dark place.
I was a mess. I think I was in trackies and a jumper. I had nothing when I got to the refuge, so I was just wearing clothes that were donated. And I came here and met Sharon, and she took me in for a coffee, and I had my little boy with me, and I cried, I think, a lot of tears. I didn't know what was going to happen. I was 15 weeks pregnant with my middle child, Indy Rose, and yeah, I was lost, confused, scared.
I guess when I found out I was pregnant, it was, in a nutshell, devastating, and I felt really quite alone and in doubt and confusion.
I was just finding ways to just share my problem and then find a way out that somebody might help me when I was hopeless.
The minute I saw Helen from that place, from the clinic, that's the minute I felt relieved already. That's the minute I felt the weight lifted off my shoulders. Because from that moment I said, thank God, I'm rescued. This is it. for that day, it was just really the emotional support, just the talk, somebody to talk to, you know, just someone to listen to you without judging or anything like that. So they just listened. It was really good to have that chat.
So as soon as I went in, the ladies were very welcoming, and they just asked me what my concerns were. They offered me a cup of tea or a coffee, and yeah, then they invited me to go into the room and they discussed what I wanted to talk about. So at the start, they were just asking me questions and helping me process the issues and all my concerns. So from there, they were able to probably provide the best solution or the best help, the best care that I could get. So I was very appreciative of that. They were very patient with me and just listening, and I felt a very sincere connection there with the ladies that welcomed me in here. But
then after all the talk and counseling I went through with pregnancy assistants, they were willing to help with everything, with accommodation, furniture, everything. So that helped me to see things in a different way, to know that I had help, even if I was to lose my family, I would still have another family I can go to and talk to.
And I felt when I came here it was very warm and welcoming, and I wasn't judged by my appearance, so I didn't feel, I just felt loved.
Like it really has, like, it did mean so much to me. Like it just was such simple things, like just sitting with me and talking and just opening that door. But like those simple things were just so powerful and exactly what I needed. I needed to feel safe, and I needed to feel like I wasn't judged. It didn't matter what my circumstances were. It didn't matter what circumstances surrounded my pregnancy. That pregnancy was a miracle, and I needed to hear that. I needed somebody to share, like, and grow that joy that I knew there was a seed. I think we all know, like at the heart of it, when we're pregnant, there is real love and real joy here, but we need that, you know, like, I really don't want to cry, but you need that sunshine and water to let that seed develop and grow. And I don't just mean that child, but I mean like the woman too needs to feel nurtured. And that's, I really felt like I received that here.
And I'm happy I'm still having the support that I need, material support, psychological, social, moral, spiritual. It's still going on. And I'm happy, like, anytime I come to pregnancy assistance, I feel like I'm home. I don't have nobody here. I'm quite lonely and vulnerable, but I'm happy that I got a family here. So anytime I have an appointment, or I don't even have an appointment, I'm so happy. Like, I don't want to leave the center, I just want to stay. And it's keep on like strengthening me, like, oh, okay, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going back to the center, to my family.
I think the moment that I went in here and I felt that, oh, I can do this.
Yeah, and my counselor is one of the best, Francine. She's so lovely and supportive.
There's help out there, and you never know until you really, go there.
I gained hope and courage to carry on with my pregnancy, and this is a beautiful baby. She's adorable. I'm happy pregnancy assistance saved both lives. Thank you so much. And thank you to the volunteers, to to the donors, the workers, everybody. We're so grateful. Thank you.
I'm very thankful for that day. I can never ever forget it, because that's what was meant to happen. You know, I was meant to have my child, and that's how God wanted it to be.
Just felt that they listened to what I had to say without judgment, and I felt really comfortable and at ease to just share my experience, and I felt that I was going to be able to trust them with my concerns.
And all the fears I had were actually not true. When I went through with it later on, I had my family on my side. They were okay with it, and so I got myself a job, was pregnant and working. That was hard, but I could do it. I was doing it. I went back to study, so all the worries I had didn't even come into the picture.
What I needed, that's exactly what I needed. I needed to hear those words. I needed to feel that positivity and hope. I needed that environment to get me through the dark days, because once you get to the other end, you have this beautiful child, and it just becomes easy after that, because you can physically see that joy, you experience that love, but you just don't know that when you're pregnant, you know what I mean? It's getting to that step.
A very challenging one, and I cannot imagine how other people or other ladies in my position would be able to cope with it. But I guess, you know, my advice would be just to keep going and seek support. Just seek support, and don't be afraid with whatever that's going to happen.
I have a 2.5-year-old. He's beautiful and he's full of energy. I did finish my studies. I was admitted to court, and I've been practicing law for 2.5 years now. I'm doing a Masters of Law now, and it's all those fears that I had about just how things would be. I don't know where they've gone. Like it's so much easier than I ever thought it would be, and it's just so much more fun and joyful than I ever thought it would be.
Blessed child of mine, blessed child of mine. Your soft small hands, they do shine, with a touch so rare in this vast world we share. So slow your running feet, brother, slow your running feet. Take stock of where the days do meet, and slow your running feet. God must have had a big paintbrush for that there sunset. Oh, God must have had a big paintbrush for that there sunset. God must have had a big paintbrush for that there sunset. I know he sure had a big heart when he sent me your smile. Blessed child of mine, blessed child of mine. Ill circumstance